Okay. And then the second thing that I've got is we're going to take a look at grouping tabs. And I'll have to be honest, the first time that I ever happened upon this is um, my son was doing stuff for school on his Chromebook, and I noticed he had all these color coded groupings that were up there, and I was like, "What is that?" Which I should have known because I mean, I use Chrome, I train on Google and stuff like that, and then I must have just missed it somehow, and then um, he ended up teaching me how to use the groupings. So I'm going to show you, courtesy of his teaching, what you can do with your tabs up top here. So one thing you can do is with, like, if you have things that are alike, like in this case, these are all what I would call AI tabs that I would be looking at. If I right click on one of them, I can go to this add tab to new group. If I click that, it's going to allow me to name the group, so I can do, you know, artificial intelligence, and you can see it being written in real time there. And so right away, this is going to be part of that grouping. And so I can color code these if I want. So maybe I want my artificial intelligence grouping to be blue, and it'll just change that. Um, you can ungroup them at any time. So, like, if you want to get rid of it like that, you can just go ahead and click the ungroup, and it will remove that grouping. We'll put it back here. You can save the group too if you want, so that it stays there. Should you close it, um, or your browser, you have the ability to hide the group. The other thing you can do is you can move group to a new window as well. If you want to take and move a grouping of tabs so that you're separating them from, maybe you just want that browser to be working on AI, and then I have like some Google ones here, and maybe I want that to just be focused on that. Um, so if I do create the grouping, then when I have these other pieces that are outside of that, so like this one, you can tell is not part of the artificial intelligence grouping. There's no blue line under here that would indicate. But if you see that this blue line encompasses this tab, showing that that's a part of that. So if I right click and I do add tab to group, I can either create a new group, which I'll do in a second with the Google one. But for this one, this is also AI. So I'm going to make it a part of the artificial intelligence group. And then it's going to extend that blue line. So now you'll see it there. So if I go over here, you can kind of see now it's underneath that. And then if I click on the tab, it'll go around that to indicate that that's still a part of that grouping. It's just that I'm on that current tab, so it looks a little bit different. Now, if I have a bunch of them that are laid out here, if I click the grouping, it's going to minimize that. So then you can't see it. You can only see the grouping. So that's actually really nice for, if you've got a bunch of tabs open, this is a way to reduce, sometimes you'll see where people have like 3,000 tabs here, right? This is a way to group them so that you can minimize those. And then when you are ready to go back to that grouping, you extend that so then you can access just the things that are part of that. So it's another really good organization piece. Okay. And so then now I have my two tabs here for artificial intelligence and Google EDU, and I can go to those anytime. And it significantly reduces the amount of what you see. So underlying this, we obviously have more tabs open. It's just that we are managing the look of that as we're using the browser.